Nigerian Army destroys IPOB camp in Anjali Forest, Enugu State. Hello and many thanks for joining us.
Of the state, describing it as a major breakthrough for the state government. Governor Abiodun noted that both projects are of special interest to the president, particularly in the areas of decongesting the Lagos seaports and promoting economic activities for residents of the coastal communities.
This is solely his initiative. In the last 2 weeks, we've had several meetings on Olukola, and Mr. President has expressed his desire that he wants the Olukola port to be a reality. As a matter of fact, he specifically has instructed that not only must it be a reality, but between this time and next year, he wants the construction of that port to have been far gone.
The governor commended the Nigerian Navy for establishing a forward operations base at Tongeji Island, noting that the presence of naval officers would help prevent infiltration from neighboring Benin Republic. He added that his administration is working towards the provision of basic amenities for residents of the island with a view to improving their living conditions. The delegation, led by the flag officer commanding Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Abubakar Abdullahi Mustafa, described Ogun State as critical and strategic to Nigeria's national security.
We have a common purpose to ensure that Nigerians live freely, economic activities go about efficiently without any fear, and most importantly for me, the maritime domain must be cleared from any criminal activities.
He explained that his visit was aimed at strengthening synergy between the Nigerian Navy and the Ogun State government. In Abeokuta, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
As Nigeria strives for sustainable economic growth, procurement has emerged as a proactive lever for national transformation, with a significant portion of government budgets channeled through procurement activities. Experts who were speaking on NTA's program Good Morning Nigeria insist that professionalization of this sector is no longer optional, but imperative. Lydia Samson reports.
Effective procurement serves as the heartbeat of good governance, linking fiscal responsibility with ethical integrity and sustainable development outcomes. When handled professionally, it curbs waste, promotes transparency, and drives efficiency across ministries, departments, and agencies.
Procurement is a powerful tool that can be used for socio-economic development, and procurement has moved beyond being merely transactional to being strategic and being transformational. So procurement is being used for sustainable economic development goals.
For the first time in our country, procurement is taking its right shape, because the president of the country sat back and believed that if I can save a substantial amount of money in the procurement of goods and services, there will be money left to develop other sectors of the economy.
The guests are categorical that now more than ever, Nigeria must act decisively to institutionalize procurement education, certification, and accountability frameworks. Professionalizing the process, they acknowledge, will strengthen oversight, empower local industries, and eliminate the pervasive culture of inflated contracts and shady deals.
Certification and professionalization basically enables the people to know that the process is properly managed.
Government has realized that, look, we have too many people in the procurement space who really don't understand what they're doing. And the best way to bring that in proper perspective is to make sure they go through the proper training in terms of the government officials. And then they acquire the proper skills to be able to deliver on their own mandate.
They agree it will also ensure that every naira spent aligns with the country's broader goals of inclusive growth and sustainable progress. For them, putting Nigeria first means ridding the system of procurement corruption. Only a well-structured, professionalized procurement system, they note, can foster trust, deliver impactful projects, and secure the nation's economic future. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
Justice Florence Fabresima of the Oyibo High Court in Rivers State, sitting in Port Harcourt, has adjourned indefinitely the suit filed by Governor Similaye Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, challenging the impeachment processes against them by the Speaker and 26 other members of Rivers State House of Assembly, as well as the Clerk of the House. The lead counsel to Martin Chike Amaule and the House of Assembly members, Sunday Ibrahim Ame, SAN, informed the court about the appeal which has been entered and prayed the court to stop further hearing pending the determination of the appeal. The oral applications were not opposed by the lead claimant's counsel, Paul Origolo, SAN, and Lawrence Okojaja, who is the counsel to 28 to 30 defendants in the court. Ruling on the application, the presiding judge, Justice Florence Fabresima, adjourned it indefinitely following proof of two separate appeals which have been entered, a decision which she said will enable the appeal court to determine the suit before it. Recall that a Rivers State High Court of Oyibo local government area sitting in Port Harcourt issued an interim order of injunction against the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly and 32 others, including the Clerk of the House and Chief Judge of Rivers State, restraining them from forwarding articles of impeachment or other documents or communication to the Chief Judge with the sole aim of setting up a panel to investigate alleged gross misconduct. Troops of Operation Oduaka have cleared the Anjali forest in Enugu, described as a hibernating ground for the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and the Eastern Security Network, terrorizing parts of the southeast. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa, on a media tour to the zone, has details.
This is Ajali Forest in Eziagu local government area, about 2 hours drive from Enugu, the state capital. The ungoverned space provided safe haven for IPOB and ESN members, terrorizing the area and truncating socioeconomic activities in parts of the southeast. In December 2025, troops of the 103 Battalion under Operation Udoka stormed the forest, destroying criminal camps and detonating IEDs.
A total of 8 camps were cleared and were able to neutralize and destroy the majority of their camps. About 197 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammo were recovered. We also arrested 2 of the IPOB members.
To enhance rapid response and easy access to the hibernating cells of the criminals, roads and routes are being provided.
We enjoyed the festive period. It was peaceful. There was no intimidation. There was no criminal attack. There were no kidnappings.
Continue to support the armed forces of Nigeria.
The general officer commanding 82 Division enjoined the residents of the area to see security as a collective responsibility.
Cyberspace has been very, very active, and we monitor it from time to time, and when necessary, we issue counter narratives also. It has been a major influence in the happenings in the southeast.
The defense media operations tour spanned to other parts of the country. From Ajale in Eziagu local government area of Enugu State, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. There will be more reports after the break. Please stay with us.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to... The only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food now. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount. Arisco tomato paste, taste of
the power of precision, engineered to perfection, and confidently is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Many thanks for staying on. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken a decisive step in Nigeria's diplomatic engagements by approving the posting of 3 high-profile ambassador designates. This comes months after a long list of 68 ambassadorial nominees was sent to the Senate. Garba Mohammed Natala reports.
The postings reveal a clear focus, decisive and a strategic one, in preparation to hit the ground running towards enhancing Nigeria's diplomatic engagements and follow-up bilateral talks with major allies. To the whole of Paris, Ambassador Ayodele Oke, a seasoned diplomat, is now the ambassador-designate to France. Colonel Latif Are, a military strategist, is the ambassador-designate to the United States of America, and Ambassador Amin Al-Hatu, previously served in South Korea, has been named the High Commissioner-designate to the United Kingdom. An analyst weighs in on these strategic postings.
We also know that it takes time for these ambassadors to get what you call the agreement, for countries to accept them, and then they present their letters before they become effective. This may also take another, couple of months. Better late than never. It doesn't matter whether your discipline does not matter here. But the governments on its own should also take Nigerians along. Let Nigerians feel the impact of governance.
So far, the president has directed the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to formally notify the governments of France, the United States, and the United Kingdom. It is well known that career ambassadors are professional diplomats who rose through the ranks of foreign service, while non-career ambassadors are typically political appointees selected for a specific reason or their expertise outside diplomacy. The fact remains, with this redeployment, diplomacy is set in motion and a new phase to protect and shape the nation's national interest abroad. In Abuja, Garba Muhammad Atala, NTA News.
Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has resigned his membership of the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, citing deepening internal crisis within the party and the need to protect the broader interests of the people of Kano State. The decision was announced in a statement issued by his spokesperson, Sunusi Bature Dawakin Tofa. In a letter addressed to the chairman of the Sochiranchi ward in Gwale local government area, the governor said his resignation takes effect from January 25, 2026, expressing gratitude to the party for its support since 2022. Governor Yusuf attributed his decision to persistent leadership disputes and ongoing legal battles within the NNPP, which he said has weakened cohesion and created uncertainty at both state and national levels. The governor's resignation was accompanied by a major political realignment in the state, as 21 members of the Kano State House of Assembly, 8 members of the House of Representatives, and 44 local government chairmen also exited the NNPP. The resignation letter was acknowledged by the Diso Chiranche Ward Secretary, Honorable Kabiru Zubairu, who praised Governor Yusuf's performance in infrastructure, urban renewal, health, education, and economic empowerment, while admitting that the party's lingering internal crisis made the decision unavoidable. This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our major stories. Vice President Kashim Shettima advocates homegrown solutions to Africa's economic problems at the World Economic Forum. President Tinubu approves oil drilling in Ogun State alongside takeoff of the Lokola Deep Sea Port project. Nigerian Army destroys IPOB camp in Anjali Forest in Enugu State.
This is NTA News 24.
As part of its corporate social responsibility, the John Cardinal Onoika Foundation for Peace continues to promote a peaceful, inclusive and cohesive society that upholds human dignity and good governance. The foundation reaffirms its commitment to peace building and social change in Nigeria and across Africa with programs that promote understanding and cooperation among people of different faiths. Its latest initiative is a peace awareness medical outreach for less privileged persons aimed at strengthening interfaith cooperation while supporting advocacy on ethics, equity, and social inclusion.
We intend to achieve today is for the people, the community of Dutse Alaji, to get free medical health check and also understand in-depthly the essence of maintaining peace and also maintaining mental health.
What we are basically here for is to make sure that people take their own health into their own hands and, helping themselves in terms of health promotion. They're having the privilege of seeing the doctors, the pharmacists, the nurses, and they're having a free medical treatment.
Came to sensitize our people with regard to peace and also to give our medical outreach in our community here in Dutse Alaji.
A high-powered presidential delegation has visited Katsina State to commiserate with the government and people of the state over the death of Sarakin Fulani Hamsata and former Assistant Comptroller General of Customs Lawal Idris Bagiwa. Awal Haliru reports that Governor Diko Umar Rada received the delegation led by the Deputy President of the Senate, Barau Jibrin.
Led by the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barau Jibrin, Governor Hope Ozoduma of Imo State, and Governor Memala Buni of Yobe State, the delegation was received by Katsina State Governor Diko Umaru Rada at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport, Katsina. Presenting President Tinubu's message of sympathy, Senator Barau paid tribute to the late ACG Bagiwa's selfless service to Nigeria, saying the president recognizes and appreciates individuals who serve the country with integrity and distinction.
That we should go to them, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow them to rest in Ajana Firdausi, and that the families, and indeed the entire people of the state, the governor, and the entire people of the state should that they should have the fortitude to be at the loss of this great man.
Nigeria is at a defining moment of our national history, and the president taking the bull by the horn and trying to recover both our economy and our political space is turned that some of our great people who ordinarily should live are now dying, but then they're dying of some of them, they're aged. So in the spirit of faith and belief in God, we are here to also give solidarity on behalf of the president to the government and people of Katsina State.
Governor Redma welcomed the delegation, saying the late Sarakin Fulani Hamsata was a proud son of Katsina State. The delegation also condoled with the family of late Katsina-based Islamic scholar Sheikh Habibu Yahya Kaura and prayed that Allah forgive the deceased shortcomings, granting Jannatul Firdaus and comfort his loved ones. In Katsina, Awal Haliru, NTA News.
And that's the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye.